Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. We are in an event today. We are decorating hats, my friends. So, definitely something different. So, welcome in, come join me. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Hi there, Miss Yvonne. Thank you so much for hosting this event and for having me. I really do appreciate it. So, as I was saying, the event today is a decorated hat, and we are in the Double Trouble group. Please make sure that you are following it. It is a free group, and hope you guys enjoy and have fun today.
I'll see you in a minute.
You're leaving right now?
Chances are I got to stop and get gas.
I put gas already.
I'm gonna go get shoes.
Okay, okay.
And then I got an hour to sleep. Day working.
All right. Be safe.
Love you.
I love you too. Hey there, Mima's Crafting Corner. Welcome in, welcome in. So I am just going to finish to get myself all shared out here, and we're going to get started, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. Miss Brenda was wondering if I was going to do junk journal related, but actually no, I'm not. I did think about that. Thought about doing a either a hat shaped journal or a hat themed journal, and decided no, I was gonna actually decorate a hat. So come in and let's get started. Hi dear, how are you? Alright, so this is the hat that I have. It is not necessarily a top hat. I had picked it up a while back. It was Halloween. I think I've had this hat for like 2 or so years with the intention to decorate it steampunk style. So that's what we're gonna work with today. And I was like, hey, you know what? I got this with the intention to decorate it, to have it, to, you know, whether it was to wear it myself or to put it on a mannequin and do like a centerpiece or something. Whatever the reasons, I just hadn't gotten around to it. So when I saw this event, I was like, this will be perfect because I'll actually get to do that project I haven't done. So, hey there, Miss Grace. How are you, my sweet friend? So that is what we're working on. And I am going to maybe bring you guys up just a little bit more. Okay. So there is a satin ribbon that goes around it. Thank you for spreading the blessings. I really appreciate that. And so that is what we're going to use. I have all kinds of goodies over here, as you guys can see. Everything from some different shaped cameos. I have a fox, because, you know, and then I have octopus. We have a compass. And then all kinds of little metal findings. This was an earring, but I thought the feather looked really cool. Just all kinds of things. Some buttons, some keys, some gears, all the things. Alright, let me know. And yeah, so we're going to get rolling. So hopefully we do this right. I will tell you that when I bought this, I did buy these. And so these actually would sit right on there. So those are the goggles. Yay! So now all we have to do is like decorate around it. Okay? And I'm essentially going to leave the goggles there because that is where they're going to stay. Okay? And we're going to decorate around it. Okay? So let's get rolling. You know, literally you can do anything, you know, as we saw. Amazing painting on the hats. I saw that earlier. you know, y'all are very, very talented. Let me just say. I do have this little jewelry piece here, and it is essentially meant to be like the skeleton of a witch doctor. So definitely going to be including that. Like I said, all kinds of goodies. So we're just going to work together and have fun, and hopefully you guys are inspired and want to try things out for yourselves. Right? Because that's what we're here for. We're here to inspire each other. Hi there, Miss Yadi. Hello, hello. I did bring like chains and things so that we can, you know, do some draping of the chain, because I do want to have that. And then have things hanging from the chain. So we're going to be working with that. You're going to try that? Yeah, that was actually very cool. That was really cool doing that. I mean, like I said, super talented. Y'all are just amazing. Extremely talented. And I knew this event was going to be, you know, super fun when I saw the poll go out, because I was like, oh my gosh, the ideas that are going to come from this are going to be amazing. Yeah, I know, right? Steampunk. Exactly. Had to do me some steampunk. That's just how it's going to go. Alright. So I have these fasteners that would essentially be for a, like if you did, like a brooch. And that's what I'm actually going to use, because this is a material. So I'm actually going to use this to come through and get hopefully as many of, and then it gives me a surface that I can glue things to, and that's kind of why I'm using it, because I want to have that surface there. But I need to add some more things here. And again, you know, we get to create whatever we want, because these, you know, at least, like I said, for me, this is something that I plan to keep for myself, whether it be that I'm going to use it if I go to a Renfest, or maybe one day we have a steampunk live and I'll wear that, you know, I'll wear the hat. Yeah, I don't know, we'll figure it out, right? We'll figure it out as we go, because that's how these things work. Hello there, Miss Sheila, how are you? Hi there, Cindy. Hey, sweet friend, how are you? How are you feeling today? I hope you are feeling well and doing well. Alright, and I am trying to make sure that I get this to come through the way I need it to, because right now it's being difficult. I loved the colors, the different pattern that Miss Brenda was using on her hat creation. That was really cool. So, like I said, everybody has a different style, and I love seeing that in these events. So I'm going to be moving things around a lot, and y'all forgive me with that. But we're just going to try to get things situated. If they would stop rolling on me. So yeah, I mean, how's everybody been today? What's everybody been up to other than hopefully watching the event? So, are you liking retirement, my friend? That's the thing. Are you liking it? You know, we want to make sure that we're enjoying it, right? And for some things, I'm just going to use some straight hot glue. Alright, so right up here is where I was thinking of putting one of these. Cleaning. Yeah, we gotta clean too. We gotta get all of that stuff done, don't we? So, what things does my friend Cindy have planned for retirement? Like, do you have maybe travel plans? You gonna go visit family? I know that in a sense, I can't wait till hubby retires because, like, I want us to go travel. A lot more than what we can do now. Because, you know, when you work, you're on your boss's dime. And so, you know, if they tell you you can't or whatever, you can't. But if you're retired, oh, they can't tell you much of nothing. I know you went back the first time. I was like, and I know that sometimes, you know, things happen that do require you maybe to go back. And I can understand that, but at the same time, man, oh man, you know, you work hard. You need to be able to get to a point where you can also enjoy, you know, enjoy life. Enjoy the things that you like, enjoy family, all of that. I know, I love the steampunk too, so like I said, I had the idea of decorating this hat. And I bought the hat when I found it on clearance. I think it was maybe 2 Halloweens ago. And it sat. It sat in my old craft room. And it was technically still there till I got it for today's event. So y'all can see that procrastination with crafts is a thing, y'all. We may have all the intentions in the world, but sometimes it just don't happen that way. We may have all the intentions to get things done, and then it just does not happen. So, like I said, y'all know I gotta add a fox somewhere, so we'll be adding her. I don't know yet where, but we'll be adding her somewhere for sure. Hey there, Miss Julie! Hello, hello, my friend. How are you, dear? Thank you for coming and popping in. I'm in an event today, and it is decorating hats, so I am actually decorating a steampunk hat. You know, one of the top hats that we think of when we think of steampunk, that's what I'm going to be doing today. Traveling is in the works. Well, that is wonderful. You know what? I am glad to hear that. And I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it. I hope that this time you're able to stay in retirement, enjoying your time, that nothing is going to take you from that. I know that, you know, there's always different things. Like I said, this was an earring, so we're going to actually take that apart and use that. Alright. But the idea is I want this chain to go all the way around. And I want it to be functional, so it's not like I can, you know, put push pins through, and so, you know, I still have to be able to put it on my head. So I have to be careful, whatever it is that I'm using, that it gives me and allows me the option to still wear it. Which is why I was using these. Because, like I said, these are what you would put a brooch on. Hey there, Miss Mary. How are you, my friend? Thank you so much for popping in and for joining. So, today's event that I am in is with the Double Trouble group. It is a free group on Facebook. If you are not already part of the group, I highly suggest you join the group. It is filled with amazing creators and a lovely, lovely hostess, Miss Yvonne. And today's event is Decorate a Hat. And we've had stenciling, we've had making a hat, and now I am doing a steampunk hat. So, and we still have 2 more creators to go. So I hope you guys, that you will join and have fun with us today. Like I said, it's a fun group hosted by Miss Yvonne, the Crafty Gammy. And it, like I said, I enjoy her events. They're always a lot of fun. I love an event that makes me think outside the box. I love it though that up before me was Miss Brenda, and she was remembering when we had a decorated purse event, and she was like, you know, I did a journal purse, and she asked if I was going to do another journal today, but that was either hat themed or maybe again like the shape of a hat. I was like, no, not this time. I'm actually decorating a hat. And that is only because this girl has had this hat sitting for almost 2 years. So, oh my gosh. Okay. I hope she's okay. I hope she's okay. Has anybody heard anything? Is she back? Is she okay? Oh my goodness. Y'all, please keep Miss Lisa Mary in your prayers, because having to go to the hospital is never fun. Yeah, I know. Like, what? Yeah. Yeah, so we'll definitely keep her in our prayers, and stay tuned that we still have another presenter to come, okay? But I hope that they figure out what's wrong with her, and that it's nothing really, really serious. I mean, rushing to the hospital is not good. So we haven't heard anything yet. Okay. Yes, please guide the doctors. Exactly, yes, so that they can figure out and help our friend. Oh my gosh, that is so scary. I know, me too. That's so, yeah. Yeah, no fun. None at all. We can only pray. Pray that the Lord will guide the doctors, as Miss Cindy said, and that they figure it out. What did I do with it? Oh, put it over here. Well, hopefully we'll hear something, and that it'll be good news. That's what we'll be praying for. We'll be praying for the good news. Miss Sheila, how are you feeling, my friend? I hope that you are feeling better today. You know, we need to keep and uplift our crafting community, because there are a lot of us who are, you know, sick or going through stuff, and we just need to keep each other in thoughts and prayers, because, you know, weather changes bring on all kinds of things, but then, you know, everybody's got their own health issues going with it, so that doesn't help. Does not help matters at all. I feel like a surgeon here with all my tools and apparatuses. To make sure I get everything where I want it. And all I'm using is pieces of chain right now. And it could be a piece of a broken chain that you had. You know, you don't have to go and buy a new chain. It could be whatever you already have sitting around the house. And then, like I said, I have these. Oh my goodness, now you've got a stomach bug. Oh no. I am so sorry to hear that. I'm glad that you're doing better, though. Well, hopefully you're resting up and having maybe some chicken noodle soup, if that helps with the stomach bug. I know when I was younger, and I've done it with my kids, whenever anything stomach related was going around, we did the ginger ale and crackers. Ginger ale and crackers. Hello there, Poodle. How are you, my friend? Our friend from over the pond. How are you, sweet friend? Welcome, welcome. Welcome into this event where we are decorating hats today. And I am attempting to decorate a steampunk themed hat. If I can get all of my things to actually work with me, then I'd be fine. The leg is healing. Good. Okay. Now you, yeah. Really? Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully you're drinking things to make sure that you're getting your electrolytes, because you know, I mean, you know, you've got to have electrolytes. Well, that would be the brain of this event, which would be Miss Yvonne. And yeah, she comes up with great ideas for events. So I agree. It is a fun idea to come up with decorating hats because everybody's gonna do something different. I mean, even if, let's say, you know, you use, like Miss Yadi was saying, using a stencil, you're not going to use the same exact stencil. You're not going to do it in the exact same way. You know, it's going to be something different. And that is what is amazing about our crafting community, because nothing is ever going to be exactly the same. No two anything will be alike. Because we're not alike. You know? We all have different likes and dislikes and all the things, right? So, where's my opening? Where's my opening? Oh my gosh, it's on the bottom. I just made it harder on myself. So I'm using what would be for brooches to hold my chain. Okay. So yeah, exactly. All right, so this is how the chain looks going around. Right, all the way around. And I've actually just noticed that I am wonky. I am very, very wonky. So yeah, just changing something on a hat will, you know, I mean, heck, you know, I'm sure y'all remember when we would put patches on everything, right? And patches on all of our clothing. You know, that changed it in a heartbeat. You know, that was totally something different, right? Oh, you love the chain idea? Thank you. Yeah, other than now my OCD is kicking in and I need to make it even, because one side is not 100% even with the other side. So that's the only thing. That's the only thing. So I have seen the way some people decorate steampunk hats, and it is very cool. Like, we love going to the Ren Fest, the Renaissance Fest, and we used to go every year until COVID, and then we went back, and then we took a break, and then we haven't been back. But I always loved watching how people would dress up. Hey there, Miss Patty. And so I always love watching the creativity of people, because you see it in their costumes. And let me tell you, people put effort into those costumes now. Don't think it's just, oh no. They put effort into those costumes. Those costumes be looking real good. So for all my friends who are just popping in, I am in an event here on Facebook. It is the Double Trouble event group. It is hosted by my friend Miss Yvonne from the Crafty Gammy. It is a free group that you can join, and today's theme was decorating hats. So I am attempting to decorate this hat. It's Not necessarily. It's not a bolo hat, but it's not a top hat either. So I don't know what you would call it. I don't know what you would call it for real. I don't know. But it is the type of hat that I've seen used in a lot of the costumes that are used with steampunk. I know, right? Are one of y'all in here? Is one of y'all in here doing something you ain't supposed to? I think one of my cats is in here. I know. You see some of the hats that ladies would wear? Wow. Even guys, like guys were spiffy. Like what happened to that? Why did men stop wearing hats? Like when did it become okay to, you know, not look, you know, really good when you walked out the door? Would wear. Yes, it does look like that one, doesn't it? Yeah, I swear one of my cats is in here. I'm not sure what it is that she's doing, but she's up to something. She is up to something, alright. Whether she's up to something good or something bad, that's to be determined, but she's up to something. Aha, this is what we're going to put over here. I just think that it is so much fun to see what everybody ends up creating. That's what I think is super fun. Kentucky oh my god, yes. But I mean, think about it. Even back in the days, you look at outfits that ladies would wear, and there would be hats. They would wear their hats. There would be all kinds of different what you call them, they just had all kinds of different things that would, you know, the styles were just all different. I don't know. I just think it seemed like it was a lot classier. But that's just me. I think we've gotten too laxed. The church hats. Yes, I love watching the ladies with their church hats. And here in the South, we are still blessed and get to see, but sadly, it's mostly your elderly ladies that do it. The young generation, and they try to teach the young generation, and they're like, what? Like, that's too much work. And so it is, that part is a little sad that we are kind of losing that, you know. I mean, when they said wear your Sunday best, you were like decked out. It was your Sunday's best. I mean, it was the best outfit you had. And that was one of the things, like I said, I still get to enjoy every once in a while. On Sundays, you'll see the ladies. Even if you like go eat out, you'll see them where they're still wearing their church outfit from where they're coming from church. Yeah, so cool. I know that there was the social rules and all, but it felt, I don't know, it was like a whole nother era, you know? You know, the ladies wearing their hats and their gloves, you know, just looking all dainty, and I don't know, I just feel like a lot of that got lost, and it's a pity that it got lost. Yeah, I know. You know, we're like, oh no, it's the new way, and like we said, I mean, we don't realize things until they're lost, and that is so true. That is so true. We had, I remember when my daughter was younger, we were invited to a mother-daughter tea at a church from a friend of ours. And she told us, she's like, look, wear your Sundays best, you know, if you have, you know, your church hat, wear your church hat, your glove, all of it, be fully decked out. Let me tell you, the ladies, wow. The ladies that showed up were they were just astonishing, for real. There's no other word for it. I was like, wow. It was just amazing. Ah! But now we get to go to Walmart, huh? Yeah, now we get to go to Walmart and see people in their PJs. And that's if they're actually, you know, even dressed at all. Because sometimes, whew, sometimes you'd be wondering, like, did your parents not teach you any better? Wow. No, you cannot find hats like those. You know, I mean, unless you like have them specially made or something. And that's what I'm saying. It's like kind of crazy. So right now I'm just adding some accoutrements here. And I'll show y'all in a little bit exactly what I'm doing, right? That's another one, the having the scarf. Yeah. That's true. That is very, very true. I mean, you didn't have to necessarily have a scarf per se on, but yeah, you did at least. I mean, you didn't have to have a hat, but you at least had your scarf on, or you know, something. You had something is the thing about it. I'm trying to figure out how am I going to set this, because it's not exactly flat in the back. Yes, it does. I agree. It does make you feel more special, right? They are, Miss Yvonne. So I think it makes you feel more special wearing something that you know no one else has, and it is unique. When I was 10, 12 years old, my grandma and my aunts all dressed in black dresses, black hose, black net hats. Oh yeah, Yes, it is very cold today. I don't know what in the world is going on with the temperature, but it is extremely cold today. How is it for you down there, my sweet friend? Because I know we're not too far apart. So, if I'm cold, you're probably cold too. That's kind of what I'm thinking, right? If we're we're pretty much close to each other, somewhat state-wise. At least we're neighbors. Yeah, it's cold. My son was saying that we're supposed to get snow. I was like, they better be joking about that. Talking about it's gonna get so cold, and then they're gonna, do whatever. Then we're gonna get snow on the weekend. I'm like, no. No, it's not showing your age. There's nothing wrong with that, Miss Brenda. Like I said, I think it's really cool. I feel like it's a pity that those things got lost over the years, At least I think it is a pity that things like that got lost. Around 38 degrees Fahrenheit in England. So the middle of the warm bits of the US. Yeah, I know that our cold is different than y'all's cold. I know that much. For sure. I don't even remember how cold it is. I just know that we were out and about and I was freezing my tushy. And even though hubby's got the heater working back here, I'm still cold today. Okay, so I think that's gonna hold now. I think I can. Said the little engine. 59 in Palm Beach. Are you in Palm Beach, Florida, Miss Cindy? You know what? I don't think I ever put two and two together. Okay. So I put the fox on top of like a gear thing, and I'm gonna actually add that over here. And pray that it will stick. Oh, well. That is pretty neat. I was actually born in West Palm Beach, Florida. So my county is Palm Beach County on my birth certificate. That one's a little heavy, so that one I might have to come back and, give it some additional help right there. Yes, it does bring back memories, isn't it? I do like that. Yeah, she comes up with some really good topics for sure. You know, some really good themes that help, you know, keep us all engaged, whether through memories or through us trying to, you know, figure out. You remember that. Spring. Hey, Miss Sherry, how are you, my friend? Lantana. I have no clue where that is. Don't worry, honey. I think everybody's geography is rubbish. I think we're all in the same boat, dear. They didn't do really well in school in teaching people geography. So don't feel bad. Growing up, I was really good at geography because my dad was a whole geography nut buff, whatever you want to call it, and same with history. But nowadays, oh my gosh, it's so hard to remember anything. Okay. I do have this, which I want to hang. I just gotta, I wonder if I want to hang it from the back here. You know what? I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna hang it from the back. Like I said, not that many people are good with geography because it's not really taught very well in school. This is one of the whole reasons why I taught it 1 year for my kids and other kids in our area, because oh my word, the amount of times that I have been told that the country I come from is such a pretty island, and I'm like, it's not an island. I'm like, you're thinking of Puerto Rico, not Costa Rica. Two very different places. One is an island, one is an isthmus. But again, that's just the way it is. So I'm just trying to see if I can get this glue to work with me for a second. And I think I am. I think I am. I'm the little train that could. Y'all, did you know that about me? I'm the little train that could. Yeah, no, that's gonna fall. No. But I need that to melt. Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me. Like I said, I was excited when I saw this because I was like, you know what? I'm actually finally going to get this thing finished. I'm actually gonna finally get it done. Because, yeah. You know, we have, many times it happens, we have good intentions, but between the good intentions and actually getting the craft done, the supplies just sit there. Yeah, nah, it's not. My dad used to drill me all the time about it. And like I said, when I was younger, like knowing countries and their capitals, that was something that I had to do. Oh, good. Okay, I will do that. Thank you, Miss Yadi, for letting us know. Thank you, thank you. That is good to know that our friend is back home and resting. And hopefully she is recovering. But that is good to know that she is at least home now. Thank you so much. I hope you guys like the idea. Like I said, I couldn't even tell you how many years ago I got this hat. Maybe at least 2 Halloweens ago. And I did find it at the Wally World. So if you were wondering where I got it from, that's where I got it from. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I think it's coming out really nice. Now I just need this last part to stick for me. And I think I'll be pretty much done with it. I'm excited though. Okay, come on. Why? You know it's cold when the glue is doing that. Because it's so cold. But thank you so much, Miss Yvonne, for having me again. Stick around, guys. Miss Yadi will be up after us, and that way you get to see what she's done. And I hope that you will enjoy that and go back and watch the replays. I know I need to go back and actually fully watch instead of just like spot watching. Like I was doing, because I really want to see exactly what everybody had done, like how they did it, because I love learning stuff. So that is what I will be doing, and I hopefully y'all will go and check it out as well. Yeah, I was watching our Egyptian archaeologist while I was at the doctor earlier. Alright, so let me move this out of the way because I just feel like I'm going to hit myself. But this is my hat. What you think? So it's got all the different little things on it. I think if I have my hair down it would be a little bit better though, but so that would be my steampunk hat. I think it came out really cute. So you see that? So yeah, so over here it turned around, but that was supposed to be, so that is the plague doctor skull, and then we have octopus, because for whatever reason octopus are really big in steampunk. I don't know. Obviously gears and a compass, because those are also really big in steampunk. We have more gears, a heart-shaped gear, and then feathers, because I've seen some really cool ones where they put the feathers here on the side, so you know they'd be coming up, but I'm allergic to feathers, and we found that out and confirmed it again today at the doctor's office. So definitely no real feathers, but that one right there is really cute. And then we have a fox, because y'all know I had to include a fox somewhere, right? If I want to wear it. A cameo, because you know steampunk is the mixture of Victorian and mechanical, so we could even add lace in here, like going around the rim or something to it. I'm not sure yet how I'm gonna do that, but I do want to incorporate lace somehow, because again steampunk is your Victorian mixed with your industrial revolution, you know, and the clash of all of that pretty stuff. So you have all of the gears and the metals and the chains and you know all the things that are mechanical. Black lace would be good. I was actually going to use like some cream color lace, 'cause I think that would look nice. So this is my lace box. And even if it is just a little bit of lace, we could put a little bit of lace maybe like around the rim. I don't know if I want to do it on top of the rim or the bottom of the rim. That's what I'm not sure. Because I could glue it to the bottom of the rim like this, and then you would only see it a little bit. Or if we do it on the top like this, coming all the way around. Yeah, my box of goodies. It is my box of goodies. It's where all my bits and pieces of lace end up, because my spools are kept for when I sell, but those are my bits and pieces. And then I could put some on like that, so you'd end up with, you know, the like that. So I'm not sure yet. I gotta figure it out, because, you know, it could be something maybe more subtle. The first option at the bottom, okay. Or you could do little pleats, like little gatherings, and just add little pleats, little pieces like of lace in between each of these spots, like that. Like that. You see what I'm saying? Bottom of the rim, I think when you are wearing it, you will see the lace more. So, okay, so then at that point do the black lace so that it's kind of at the bottom. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, I would have to dye some lace though, because I don't think I have any black left. Yeah. Yep. I would definitely have to dye some, because most of what I have is all white. White trims is most of what it is. But hey there, Miss Angie, how are you? You like the little bits of gathering on it? Okay, so I could do the black at the bottom, right? The black lace at the bottom, and then just the little bits of gathering around, so that way there's that little softness from the Victorian side for that, for the steampunk, right? Okay, sounds great. Yay, thank you so much. Again, I hope you guys like the idea of the hat, and it is definitely still a work in progress, but I think she looks cute, right? I think so too. I like it. So yeah, so put the lace at the bottom, because that way you get to see the lace. I like that idea. Yeah. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. This was fun. I'm actually glad that I got to do it, because like I said, I had planned on doing it and just never got around to it. So I'm glad that we got to do it together. Thank you so much for being here. Please go watch Miss Yadi. I'm sure that she is going to do an awesome hat. And have a wonderful rest of your evening. I love you guys. Remember that you are loved and cherished, and that you mean a lot to me, okay? So, have a wonderful evening.